channel at Jamaica Teachers Association. All words, 3 words. Jamaica Teachers Association. Facebook at Jamaica Teachers, as well as on our website, jta.org.jm. Thank you. So just repeating to you that we will follow the program as it is published or printed. So as I give you the indication. standing. Bow your heads with me. Our Father and our God, we thank you. Here we are before you, another function in the Jamaica Teachers Association, where, Lord, we'll be awarding those who have worked hard in the vineyard of education. Here they are presented before you in this function. We pray, Lord, that you will be with them. Be with us, Lord, all those of us who have traveled from near and far, those of us who are residents here for the time of this conference. We pray that you will continue to cover us. Help us, Lord, as we give ourselves completely to you, that, Lord, we will be reminded that, Lord, as we go from day to day, as we work, as we continue to give of ourselves, that we'll always be mindful to always give you glory. Thank you for all gathered here this evening, as we look unto you now and say thanks. In Jesus' name, amen. Ladies and gentlemen, you are distant apart from each other, but they can hear you, can't they? Can they? Therefore, this is how you're going to be greeting each other this evening. Though we are miles apart, turn to someone that is you can see from an eye distance, though we're miles apart, but we're together in education. Each person seated here this evening would be well deserving of an award for all the work that you have been doing to mold lives, to shape individuals into what God had ordained them to be. Some have been thrust into different careers as they grow, but as teachers, you would have done the great amount of work from the start by ensuring that the right foundation would have been laid for our children. Those of you who are being awarded this evening are well deserving, and we want to congratulate you and to support you as we move throughout the program on an evening like this. My name is Leon Nash, for those of you who have not yet looked into your program. Mine will not be the task of doing the talking. I'll be doing the guiding. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, as we move through this year's program, which will be much shorter than previous years, may I at this time welcome to the podium to bring greetings from the Ministry of Education, Permanent Secretary Acting, Dr. Grace McLean. Put your hands together and make her welcome. I think you can do better than that for Dr. Grace.
Thank you very much, Mr. Leon Nash, our Master of Ceremonies. Mr. Jasford Gabriel, President of the Jamaica Teachers Association, and the lovely Mrs. Gabriel, and an employee of the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. Mr. Owen Speed, immediate past President of the Jamaica Teachers Association, and of course the lovely Mrs. Speed. Clap, 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 clap. Mr. Byron Farquharson, Secretary General of the Jamaica Teachers Association, and other members of the executive. Dr. Casson Troop, our Acting Chief Education Officer, who will be joining us shortly. Partners in education, awardees, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. And Charmaine, maybe because you're looking so lovely this evening, why in your African print, which is really the direction in which I'm going. So I forgot you, not deliberately. So I greet you well, Dr. Monteith. I am pleased to bring greetings and congratulations on behalf of the Minister of Education, Youth and Information, the Honorable Carl Samuda, and our Minister of State, the Honorable Alanda Terrelong, to the stalwarts in education being awarded this evening. Your dedication, professionalism, and commitment to teaching have left indelible marks on the lives of hundreds of Jamaicans, and the country is much better off for this. You have followed your passion and your calling and remained in a profession where the rewards rarely come in the form of material things. In your work with the Jamaica Teachers Association, you have committed to a role of advocacy, not only for your colleagues, but also for improvement in education as a whole. You have been united in advocating for education access for students across the country. And in this, we share the same vision and passion as the employees of the Central Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. All of us together as educators have a unique opportunity not only to shape lives and minds, but indeed future generations. Those of you being recognized this evening have played an important role in that process. You have set a fine example for others to emulate. Indeed, you are recipients of awards named in honor of persons who were stalwarts in the local profession. This is therefore an indication that indeed your service has surpassed excellence. Colleagues, I am sure that the recognition from your peers holds a special place in your hearts. So we are happy to celebrate with you this evening. May you find a little time during this period just to relax, just to reflect, just to remove the challenges from the forefront of your mind, and just to try to see how best you can rejuvenate. We know, however, ladies and gentlemen, that your commitment to education and to the children of this country will always be there. May I also use this opportunity to publicly congratulate our newly installed president, Mr. Jasford Gabriel. The Jamaica Teachers Association, ladies and gentlemen, is an important partner in Jamaica's education system, and the ministry is therefore quite pleased to support and work with you in all areas for the benefit of our country. Many persons may not have known, but Mr. Speed was my minister's favorite president. Well, he's only president, but his most favorite president. And it really did not matter what perception you had when you hear things being said. Minister would always say to me, P.S., Mr. Speed is a good man. Let us support him. So, ladies and gentlemen, this evening we reiterate our commitment to working with the Jamaica Teachers Association to ensure that the education system works as smoothly as possible. So once again, on behalf of my Chief Education Officer, Dr. Casson Troop, who just came in, and the other officers of the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, thank you for your continued service, and may God bless you all.
I'm wondering what you're reserving your applause for. Before we move to the next item on the program, just pausing at this time to ask you to put your hands together for immediate past President Owen Speed. Put your hands together and Mrs. Speed. Give them a big round of applause. Let's also put our hands together for our Secretary General, Byron Farquharson. Let's also hear it for Dr. Casson Troop, who just entered. Let's hear it for all the members of the admin team of JTA. Let's hear it also for the other members of the education fraternity who have traveled with Dr. Grace and the team to be here. Put your big hands together now and let's hear it for the awardees, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for the lady who is dressed in African garb this evening, Dr. Charmaine Good-Monteith. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the man who has just been minted, taking on the reins of presidency. Let's hear it for Mr. Jasper Gabriel, and wife, of course, and the family that are here. Thank you so much. And all the others of you, you are indeed very much welcomed. Haven't seen the members of the media here, but we do have our members of the videographic team who are here. And we understand that there's an event that took place today. Yes, and therefore they are still working at that one. And I'm sure that when the midnight would have cleared, then they will start to return to our conference. Ladies and gentlemen, we also want to hear for the team that has been working in the secretariat. Kindly put your hands together because they have been working very, very hard. And those who are working to ensure that those who are out there in the World Wide Web are seeing what is taking place here this evening. Let's hear it for them too. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and make welcome for remarks now our president, Mr. Jasper Gabriel.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nash. Mr. Owen Speed, immediate past president. Mr. Byron Farquharson, Secretary General. Dr. Grace McLean, acting permanent secretary. Dr. Casson Troop, acting chief education officer. Members of the staff of the JTA, awardees, delegates and observers, relatives, friends of the awardees, representatives of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Right. It is John Maxwell that said, the attitude of gratitude is the winning attitude. And it's so very important that we pause to recognize those who have served. And I want to join this evening in extending my own congratulations and appreciation to all the persons that will be receiving awards this evening. You have done well, you have served selflessly, and you have given your all to the children of Jamaica. Could you put your hands together again for our awardees? I happen to know, I was a classroom teacher for many years, and we know that despite the love that we have for our children, it is very challenging in the classroom, and we have to deal with and contend with so many attitudes. And so to be awarded and to stay the course is so significant. I remember earlier in the year I was at South Central office at an awards function that the credit union was putting on, and in response, one of the awardees, who recently retired, made the point that the year before, in her grade 6 class, she was just out of it one of the days, and she went in class and made the mistake to say, "Boy, I am so tired today." A little boy down the back said, "Tired? A too good lick you want?" It's never easy. As we go through the cut and thrust of educating our nation's children, we have to contend with so many different personalities. And to be recognized is extremely significant. The Jamaica Teachers Association is built on the back of so many volunteers that out of love and passion for the organization and for education continue to give of their time and resources. And so I really join tonight in expressing appreciation to all our awardees. And I know that others who are looking on will also be awarded in the future. because I close with a quote from Buddha that reminds us so vividly that your purpose is to find your purpose and give it your whole heart. Your purpose is to find your purpose and give it your whole heart. God bless you.
And talk about purpose and giving it your whole heart. We have coming to us now a lady who is quite an outstanding entertainer. She has been doing the rounds locally and overseas. One of the places that she takes her skills to is right here at the Hilton on a regular basis. Ladies and gentlemen, she's well known from the years past, even until now. It's a household name. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and make welcome our entertainer with her first bit for this session. Let's welcome Ms. Dorrit Jem Myers. All right, I think she is somewhere in the backstage and should be appearing anytime soon on screen. So, ladies and gentlemen, whenever we come to these functions, you have to always be looking around, be awaiting something odd sometimes happens. And here we are. I think that I'm really, really praying that wherever she is, that she can hear me well, because so many incidents do take place from time to time, challenges that we experience. But ladies and gentlemen, I just looked down in the audience a while ago and I remember that we had welcomed all of you that are here, but there are two special persons that we should mention. I've seen one, haven't seen the other, but I'd like to mention the gentleman that I'm seeing in the house. Just recently we had an event at the Jamaica Pegasus. Oh, right, she's right there. Thank you so much. Right, just recently we had it on August 1 at the Jamaica Pegasus, and it was watched worldwide. It was our first nationally organized and presented activity. And we had over 7,000 persons watching on that night on YouTube. And after that, we've been having hits. You've seen publications in the papers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and make welcome Mr. and Ms. JTA 2020, Mr. Jermaine Williams and Donamar Waite. Put your hands together for them as they take a parade, walk through a little bit. Let them see who you are. If you want to give them a little move down the aisle and back, then we can applaud you up and we can applaud you down. Yes, you can take a walk down, a quick one. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for them. Mr. and Miss JTA. First, they are parading at this conference. All right. And they're going to make a turn now. You didn't see them at the Pegasus, so here they are one more time coming down the aisle. Proud teachers, proud teachers. Come on, give it up for them. Give it up for them one more time. Thank you so much, and you'll be hearing more about them as we move forward in this year and the year to come until we get back to August 1 next year. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving ahead until somebody brings in our special guests for the items that we have on our program. We're going to be moving to the other section, and the presentation segment, Dr. Shaman Goodmonteith will be providing you with some information on the awards as we have organized it for this year. Please put your hands together for her.
Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Leon Nash. President of the Jamaica Teachers Association, Mr. Jasford Gabriel. Immediate past President of the Jamaica Teachers Association, Mr. Owen Speed. Acting Permanent Secretary, Dr. Grace McLean. Secretary General of the Jamaica Teachers Association, Mr. Byron Farquharson, and Dr. Kassan Troop, Acting Chief Education Officer. Distinguished awardees, Mrs. Gabriel, Mrs. Speed, the Gabriel family, all the distinguished persons in the room, good evening. Good evening. Here we are again for another year. And this year we have done things a little bit differently because it's important to learn from the past. And so we have organized ourselves a little differently this year. And I'll soon tell you about what we have done differently. I'd also like to use this opportunity to say a big thank you to the members of the awards committee who met and did the selection of the awardees for 2019-2020. This year what we have done is to publish, just like how it is done in other spheres, and those persons, for example, who are accustomed to the Prime Minister's Medal of Award of Appreciation, everything is put in the booklet. So what we have done is to put the information, put the citations in a booklet form, and you will have all the time to read it in your own time. So we will not be reading any citations this evening. What I will be doing, I'll be reading through the criteria for the JTA Conference Awards, and then our immediate past president, I'll hand back over to Mr. Nash, who will collaborate with the immediate past president, who has a number of special awards to give tonight. So here I go by reading the criteria for the awards. The Anglin Jones Award. The Anglin Jones Award. Anglin Jones was the General Secretary of the Jamaica Union of Teachers for 29 years. For 21 of those years, he was the principal of the Rollington Town Primary School. He was a Michael College Gold Medalist and was honored with the award of the MBE for his service to education. The recipient of this award shall have long and outstanding service to the Jamaica Teachers Association as a member of staff, and later on you will hear who will be receiving this award. The WBC Ben Hawthorne Award. The award is made in memory of the Wellesley Benjamin Hawthorne, who was the first Secretary General of the Jamaica Teachers Association. It is in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the growth of the Jamaica Teachers Association, education, and the building of Jamaica as an independent nation. The award recognizes distinguished and outstanding service in the JTA and education. The recipient shall be a member of the JTA for a minimum of 20 years, have a minimum of 20 years service to education in Jamaica, should have given distinguished service to the JTA and education, and be nominated by one of the following groups: parish or DA or standing committees. The R.C. Tavares Award. This award is made in memory of R.C. Tavares, who was the president of the Jamaica Union of Teachers, JUT, in 1956, 1959, and 1963. He was also a member of the Jamaica Executive Teachers Association, JTA, and a founding member of the JTA. He was actively involved in the East Kingston DA and was an inspiration to many young teachers. The award recognizes distinguished and outstanding service to the JTA and education. The recipient should be no more than 40 years of age, should be teaching in Jamaica for no less than 10 years, should be a member of the Jamaica Teachers Association for a minimum of 7 years, should be nominated by one of the following: the District Association, Parish Association, interest groups, namely Retired Teachers Association, Tertiary, Council of Community Colleges, or Guidance Counselors Association. The Edith Dalton James Award. The award is made in memory of Edith Dalton James, who was one of our outstanding teacher leaders. In 1949, she broke the tradition of male presidency of the Jamaica Union of Teachers by becoming the first woman and classroom teacher to become its president. She held that office on 4 occasions, the last being in 1962. She also served as president of the Caribbean Union of Teachers. Remarkable. And I'm happy that you have this information so you can refresh your memories. This recipient shall have been a member of the JTA for a minimum of 20 years, should have a minimum of 25 years service to education in Jamaica, should be nominated by one of the following groups: DAs or PAs or interest groups, namely Retired Teachers Association, Tertiary, Council of Community Colleges, or Guidance Counselors Association, to name a few. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the important facts, and you can refresh your memories as we go through the program. So without further ado, I'd like to end with this quote by saying, and it's a quote by Elizabeth Berg: "There is incredible value in being of service to others." So once again, heartiest congratulations to our outstanding volunteers who have gone beyond the call of duty and to give service above self. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see and we will hear who they are, and so we will see who will be receiving the Anglin Jones Award, the WBC Ben Hawthorne Award, the R.C. Tavares Award, and the Edith Dalton James Award. So I now hand over to Mr. Nash and our immediate past president, Mr. Owen Speed, who will be making some special presentations to those who have served during his conference year. Thank you very much.
Let's hear it for Dr. Monteith one more time, ladies and gentlemen. And as she has indicated, our immediate past president, Mr. Owen Speed, will be making some special presentations at this time. Please make him welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, when was it, last night? I'm not remembering days again. But, and worse when I hear that I am a favorite of Mr. That kind of, you know. But it's good. We had a good working relationship. I think we did well throughout the year, and the ministry really obliged, and we got most of the things that we asked for, and that's a good thing. This year I wanted to just add a little bit more spice to it. I am putting in the Outstanding Parish President's Award and the Outstanding Chairman Award. And as I said, it is done out of my personal purse. Yes, men don't carry purse. Oh, well, you're wrong. It's from my purse. So what we have here, and I have a little bit of an issue with one of them, but it will be corrected. Mr. Nash, could you just help me out, please? I am calling on Mrs. Gabriel to come and hand these out. She's not a parish president, but I'm calling on her to hand to the parish presidents, the outstanding ones. And remember, all of you were excellent, so you can just step there. For fourth place, colleagues, what is happening? Oh, fourth place. Huh? Go on, drum roll for that. Fourth place from the parish of the Mr. JTA, Miss Jean Brown. Step forward, Madam Brown. Remember everybody put yes. And I put only a four. I would mind if I could afford for every one of the vice presidents. This year they were magnificent. They did a fantastic job. All of them. But they are taking the most outstanding on my side. Third place from the capital city of Jamaica, called Lomo. No, whether you like the person or not, not the club. No. Because let's follow. But this year, Kingston was the first party. And they loaded about, I can't remember how many buses to get to the health and family funding. Alright. Plus the cars and so on. And then the team was almost in everything this year. Everything, this team from Western. We don't have any second teams, I'm so sorry. Look, why are you laughing at me? But guess what? Because we have a time for birth. So we have Miss Rosemary Collins and Miss Itina Williams tied for first. And it's not just one trophy for both of them. We have a trophy. Itina is not here. Oh, sorry to hear that. Alright, so Brian, on behalf of St. Thomas and Manchester. Believe me, I tried. I did my best. And I did my best to I am calling on Mrs. Speed now. Thank you very much, Mrs. Gabriel. Give her a round of applause for assisting us. Mrs. Speed will do the delivery here for me on the outstanding chairman. And I have 5 of them. But we don't have a pitch. Because there's a tie for 4. We have Cheryl Barnaby West, the membership chair, and Patricia Anglin James, the chairman of Special Education. I think they both did fantastic jobs throughout. Despite the challenges faced by the advent of COVID, they carried out quite a number of activities. The membership team achieved their target as early as February. And they continue to roll in new members this year, even afterwards, even into the holiday. They continue to roll in. And again, special education, you know, that's close to my heart, and it's close to the heart of many. And several seminars, workshops, all over the place. And fantastic. Give them a big round of applause. Fourth place. Third place. We have third though. This the PRO. Miss Tamara Shaw. She kept the pace of the JTA right throughout the year, and she worked very well with Mr. Nash. Mr. Nash can attest to that. We did a number of interviews, set up all the things as soon as the person was out. Get the systems coming in. All the activities was basically a part of all of it. Third place, PR. Second place, at one point we thought that we would get off some of the events. Ellen Still, who called her next. Ellen Still, there's another one. We assisted with the industrial rally. What else was there? The symposium at the top of the order right here. Fantastic symposium. And so Miss Shernet Nelson Powell, second place. Is who calling names down there? Is singular or plural? Is Dodd or Dodds? All right, you got it right. So it's Mrs. Georgia Dodd. And you know that the Mr. and Miss JTA pageant show was made possible through her efforts from start to finish. And that's a brand new activity for the JTA. And you heard Mr. Nash talking about how many viewers we had.
7,000 plus. He was the chair of awards, the awards committee. Let us celebrate with Mrs. God and all of them. Thank you very much, Mrs. Steele. It's back over to the MC.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our immediate past president one more time. And as he has indicated, he's not leaving. He'll still be right here, giving 110% for the next year, next conference year. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we had called her before. We're going to take a break now, present her. She's going to be coming on to do her first presentation that should have been done before. And thereafter, we're going to be coming back to do the other presentations. I urge you, as soon as I see an indication from my JAFCO team, audio visual team, and they are busy trying to ensure that she gets through, made contact with her earlier, and everything is fine with her. She's just going to be appearing. So, until I tell you to stop clapping, please put your hands together now as we welcome our entertainer of the evening, Jem Myers. Put your hands together for her.
Share my life, take me for what I am, 'cause I'll never change all my terms for you. And take my love, I'll never ask for too much, just all that you are and everything that you do. I don't really need to look very much further, and I don't want to have to go where you don't follow. I will hold it back again, this passion inside. I can run from myself, there's nowhere to hide. But don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. Must I let you there? Don't walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have you. And you see through right to the heart of me. Yes, you break down my walls with the strength of your love. I never knew love when our memories survive. What I can hold on to, 'cause I don't really need to look very much further. I don't want to have to go where you don't fall. I will hold it back again, this passion inside. I can run from myself, there's nowhere to hide. And your love I remember forever. Oh, don't make me close one more door, 'cause I don't want to hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. Must I let you there? Just don't walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. I don't want to hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. Must I let you there? Just don't walk away from me. No, don't walk away from me. Don't you dare walk away from me. No, 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 no. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't have you. Thank you, teachers. Thank you so much. I have a special place in my heart for teachers, simply because I come from a family of teachers. I have 2 sisters who still teach and 3 nieces who still teach, and I'm so happy to be here with you this evening. You ready to have a good time? I know I'm late because nobody never lays on with me. But we're here to have a great evening. Congratulations all the recipients of prizes and awards. Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to do this. I love to sing, and I hope it shows. And it's because I realize that it is a blessing to do what I do. So please share this with me. Little hand clap. Come on, everybody got church. Come on. If you know it, sing along too. Because we all can testify, right? Here we go, here we go. I am blessed. Come on. I am, hey, every day of my life. I am, oh yes I am. When I wake up, oh when I lay my head. You know, I got Pentecostal church, right? I getting down in there. Come on, say I am blessed. Hallelujah. Oh yes I am. Every day of my life, I am so blessed. When I wake up, oh till I lay my head. Oh every day of my life, I am blessed. Oh I am blessed. Hallelujah. Oh yes I am. Every day. Sister, me hear you. Come on, sing out. I am blessed. Day of my life, I am blessed. Oh yes. So I say send down the rain. Come on. Send down. Oh yeah. Send down. Oh. Send down the rain. Send down. Yes, sister. Come on. Send down the gospel rain. Sing it out, I say.
The rain, send down the rain, send down the gospel rain, send down the rain, send down the rain, send down the gospel.
Give it up for the sister. Come on now. Send down. Come on, we send down. Oh, send down the gospel. Oh yes, I give you the last line. Send down the rain. Send down.
Send down the gospel rain.
All right, now we're testifying. Hey, hey, hey. Somebody hear my cry. Oh, I turn on. From the end of the earth, will I cry on to? But when my heart is over, what we gonna do? Feed me. Oh, that is higher than I. That is higher than I. Testify, come on, for thou hast been what? For thou hast shared.
And the strong tower from the enemy.
Oh, when my heart is, come on, we're gonna lead to. Oh, that is higher than I. Oh, that is higher than I. Hear my cry, come on. Oh, hear my cry. Oh, Lord, attend on. From the end of the earth, will I cry unto thee. For when my heart is why won't you leave me? Oh, that is higher than I. Oh, that is higher than I. Oh, yeah, that is higher than I. Oh, that is higher than I. Sing it out. That is higher than I. Oh, Lord, you are higher than I. Oh, yes, higher than I. Oh, that is higher than I. Somebody say amen. Thank you so much. I'll be back later.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, with that kind of spirited performance, put your hands together for Jem Myers. And you know, if we're at another place and probably at another time, she has another good friend that does, you've been seeing her at our functions, right? You know who I'm talking about? Karen Smith, right? They're good friends. And when, you know, whenever they go out to perform, man, they take it down, eh? Or lift it up. Somebody put your hands together for one more time. Excellent, excellent. Now, immediate past President Speed is not yet finished with the presentation, so we're going to be asking him to continue that at this time with some other special presentations that will be made to some very special people. And all of his committee chairs will now be presented with a plaque. Therefore, he's being assisted by Dr. Margaret Chin and Mrs. Annette Gordon, as well as Miss Simpson, Anne-Marie Simpson. Ladies and gentlemen, may we welcome at this time to receive their special award for the work that they have done for the year, Mr. Fillmore McCarthy from Finance, Chairman of Finance for the 2019-2020 conference year. Come on, let's hear it for Mr. Fillmore McCarthy. Let's continue to invite Mr. Raymond Simmons, Chairman of Property and Development, to come forward. Let's welcome Mr. Ryan Simpson and Mrs. Paula Duncan Freighter for salaries and conditions of service. Raymond Simmons is Property and Development. Salaries and conditions of service, that's where I'm at. At one point we had a male chairman, but during the year we shifted gears and we called Mrs. Paula Duncan Freighter, and she has been doing a good job. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mrs. Paula Duncan Freighter. Let's welcome also for International Relations, Mrs. Shawnette Baugh Wilson. Education and Research, Mrs. Carol Davis Cunningham. Come on quickly, come on down, come on down. Professional Advancement and Teacher Welfare, Mrs. Shernette Powell. Keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. Keep the applause going. We take Shawnette Baugh, followed by Carol Davis Cunningham, and then Shernette Powell. Reminding you that we are streaming live on YouTube at Jamaica Teachers Association, Facebook at Jamaica Teachers, and the JTA website at www.jta.org.jm. Let's welcome Mr. Linvern Wright from Resolutions. And he's not here, so we'll move on to Mr. Howard Aaron from Credentials. Not in. Let's move on to Miss Keisha Hale from a Primary Committee. Let's welcome her. She comes down the aisle. Followed by Mrs. Teresa Wright Sims from Secondary. She's followed by Mrs. Moya Sweetland Palmer from Tertiary. Mrs. Cheryl Barnaby West, Membership. Mr. Godfrey Drummond, National Sports. Not in. Mrs. Georgia Dodd, Awards. Mr. Anthony Kennedy, Early Childhood. Ms. Fiona Graham, Studies Circle. Ms. Tamara Shaw, Public Relations. Keep the applause going, ladies and gentlemen. Keep the applause going. Disciplinary Committee, Mrs. Venetia Brooks. Special Education, Mrs. Patricia Anglin James. And finally, for Policy, Mrs. Audrey Fairweather. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the chairman of our standing and ad hoc committees of the JTA 2019-2020. Applause, applause, applause. All right. Two more to go. Tamara Shaw. Tamara Shaw, then after that is Kennedy coming up. Put your hands together for them one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Immediate Vice President Steve. Let's hear it for them one more time, ladies and gentlemen, all those who assisted in the presentation. Now we move into the other categories that we have. You have them in your program. Now we're moving to the Anglin Jones Award. And our Secretary General, Mr. Byron Farquharson, will be making the presentation. Of course, you would have just turned to page 3 in your document. That's the information on Anglin Jones, and then the awardee we're going to be inviting in a short while. The secretary takes up his position. And ladies and gentlemen, our recipient for this year is none other than a lady who everybody loves at the JTA. Work very, very assiduously, supports, and she gives everybody all of her time whenever they need it. Put your hands together and make welcome Miss Amy Freeman. When the people come to the JTA, they don't see her. They say, "Where is Miss Amy?" It's a household name in Kingston, Jamaica. Ladies and gentlemen, this time I'm going to be sharing with Dr. Goodmonty, Charlene Goodmonty. She loves to share her time. Right? And therefore, we're down to getting those names out in terms of the different awards. And she'll be indicating to you who are those who will be doing the presentations, as I call on first set of persons on the WBC, then call for the award. The first person is none other than Mrs. McIntosh Power.
Invite our president, Mr. Jasper Gabriel, to step down, and he'll be making most of these presenting.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our president and the recipient. Let's hear it for Mrs. Judy McIntosh Power, ladies and gentlemen. WBC Ben Hawthorne awardee for 2019-2020. Let's welcome now, ladies and gentlemen, another recipient under that category, none other than Mrs. Paula Duncan Frater. And we move now to the R.C. Tavares Award. And the recipient for this time around, first one that is Mrs. Carrie-Ann Reed Buckner. Let's welcome Mrs. Carrie-Ann Reed Buckner. Let's hear it for her one more time. A big round of applause. And second in that category is Mrs. Fionia Avril Grant. Let's hear it for her, Mrs. Grant. So you recognize we do not have their photographs on screen, but they'll be receiving a printed copy after this. Let's welcome Ms. Tamika James. And I'm told, unfortunately, someone is coming. Ms. Tamika James? Okay. All right. And the next person that we'll be calling on to receive an award for tonight is Ms. Monique Ann Jean Williams. Let's welcome Ms. Monique Ann Jean Williams. I'm going to ask you to put your programs into, rest them somewhere so they can utilize your hands, please. Make a big round of applause at this time. A big round of applause. Thank you so much. We're down now to the Edith Dalton James Award. This other recipient, ladies and gentlemen, is the lady who normally does something at the end of conference these times. You would have seen her last year, and I'm sure she's prepared this year, though she's working in another capacity. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome Ms. Jean Brown. Let's hear it for Jean Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Working this year in the repertoire department. Doing a good job, I do believe. Let's welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Sadie Harris Motley. Come on, a big round of applause for her. Driven by purpose. Come on, let's celebrate with them. Let's celebrate with them. A big round of applause. And once again, let's hear for Dr. Sadie Harris Motley. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mrs. K. Reed Wade. Big round of applause for her. not waiting at all. Smiling. Yes, it's a great achievement. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for all of our awardees.
Thank you, Mr. Nash. Let's hear it again for Mr. Nash. And for all the awardees, I now invite Miss JTA to take up her position. And Mrs. to step forward. And Miss JTA will be making a presentation to the wonderful Mrs. Sharon Thomas Gabriel for your participation and for the rest of things that are left to come. Come on, applaud better than that, man. You soon get a chance to dance the night away. Mr. JTA, Mr. Jermaine Williams himself, is going to be making a presentation to Mrs. Speed for, he wants to say it. All right, I'll leave it to Jermaine.
Mrs. Speed, we thank you for your support to Mr. Speed during his presidency. You have loaned him to the Jamaica Teachers Association to carry on the business of teachers. I'd also like to say thank you for participating in our program tonight. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mr. JTA, Mr. Jermaine Williams, and thank you very much, Mr. Speed, for collecting. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'm sure that you're a happy bunch tonight, are you? Right. Normally it would have been still going on, right? It will be going on a little bit more, but this section is almost over. But we cannot and will not end unless we hear from an awardee who will be providing us with a reply at this time to such an event. Let's welcome, to do the reply on behalf of the awardees, Dr. Sadie Harris-Mortley. Please make her welcome.
Thankfulness is the beginning of gratitude. Gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. Thankfulness may consist merely of words. Gratitude is shown in acts. Henry Frederick Amiel. Master of Ceremony, Mr. Leon Nash. Mr. President, Jasper Gabriel. Mr. Owen Speed, immediate past president, distinguished guests on the platform, and those in the audience, a pleasant good evening to you. I am grateful to reply on behalf of my esteemed colleagues who were honored this evening. When we were introduced to the Jamaica Teachers Association by our colleagues, we were a bit apprehensive. But when we went to our DAs and our PA meetings, we were drawn into a family that assured us that we are part of a professional organization. When we assumed leadership roles, we were trained and given numerous opportunities to grow personally and professionally. The skills we gleaned have empowered and motivated us to serve our students, our colleagues, and our nation. The way to develop the best that is in a person is by appreciation and encouragement, by Charles Swash. The JTA has awarded us with the Anglin Jones, WBC Ben Horton, R.C. Tavares, and Edith Dalton James awards this afternoon. These prestigious awards have engendered the pride of achievement from our peers and association. Going forward, we will implement new ideas in this digital age, mobilize ourselves to be equipped to impact the future. These awards have motivated us to continue to place our footprints on the landscape of our education system, with the vision to continue to impact our nation, to unite and serve. Once again, thank you on behalf of my colleagues.
Keep it going one more time. A louder one now. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, because she has a job to do, she's going to do that job. I want to say to you that when she came on the scene earlier on, I spotted two particular individuals. They were moving to the music. There's a particular lady that I have to mention. When I'm done, she's going to chastise me. But when she heard her good music playing, she rocked. Could you just put your hands together for Mrs. Claudette Johnson? Now the next person, ladies and gentlemen, who I watched when the performer was on, he's one of the newest kid on the block in the JTA. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Colin Spence. I watched him from where I was sitting, and he was down there just rocking. He just loved the rhythm. So, ladies and gentlemen, to entertain you for the second time now will be our guest, our honored guest, our entertainer. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Ms. Dorrit Jem Myers. One more time, a big round of applause as she comes back to the stage. I think you can do better than that for the second round.
So they say it's dance time? So I am ready. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Doesn't take much to make me happy and make me sour.
But I think you're ready for some homegrown music now, right? Something you can sing along and rock along to. Because we all grew up with these type of songs, ladies and gentlemen. You can't fake it. No, man. If them don't know it, they don't come from yourself. Right? Drop it. If you're ready, let me hear you say yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, you better get, come on, we come to rocks. Oh yeah, yeah. You got to do it just now, Uncle Freddy. Oh, you can rock steady. You look too young. Let me show you. Shake your head, hey. Shake your head, rock your body line. Shake your shoulder, everything high and get it. Oh, 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 oh. The music of Altanellis, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man, we're taking it down memory lane. Here we go, one more time. Sing it. people ready. You got to do this new dance. If you're ready, if you don't know, okay. Shake your head, rock your body line, shake your shoulder, everything is fine and sing. Oh, 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 oh. More all-time music coming up fire. After you tune that, make sure you sing the right agenda now. Let me hear you. Sing. I'm still in love. What is your agenda? With you, girl. I'm still in love with you, boy. Oh, I said, I'm still in love with you, boy. I said, I'm still in love. Yes, I'm still in love with you. I'll stand down for coming with something like this. What them say? I then say, see me in me instant. Then check, say we him and but that you them no know and think. We got them going and ting. Watch, we now partners. Hey, I strictly. We now partners style. I strictly rules. You love Alton Ellis? Tell me if you love Alton Ellis. Then you should love this one then. Classic Alton Ellis. You remember this one? They say that once a tear has that we don't cry. But I like how you're lonely out here saying no. Hey, cry not for my willow tree. Don't shed your tears eternally. For I have found the love I search for. I need your tears no more. No more. So fare thee well, my weeping willow. And if you never meet again, cry not for me, my willow tree. Don't shed your tears eternally. For I have found the love I've searched for. I need your tears no more. No more. And I search for some of the best of Jamaican people, man. Some of the best in Jamaican music. Do you remember the Heptones? I said, if you remember the Heptones. Yeah, man, some of the greatest music from the Rocksteady era. So if you don't remember Heptones, all right, see if you remember this one. Come with me, oh, what you did there? To the sea of love. I want to give you something. I wanna tell you how much I love you. Sing out. Sing out. If you feel like get up and rock and don't shy out. Do you remember the time we met? That's a day I know I won't forget. I wanna tell you how much I love you. Yes, I am. You know the bridge? And you say, come with me to the sea. Oh, Lord. Let's see if you remember this. Every time I think of saying goodbye, check it, say another one. Yeah, play with me now, lady. Yeah, play with me now, lady. She ramp with me. She wants to say she young, so she never born yet. Say she never born yet. Everybody are playing them the music, so you just get with the program. Get with the program. All right, one more Heptones for you. This is one of my favorites. Love this song from the Heptones. Isn't it strange how princesses and somebody said pull up. Count that capers and sawdust rings. Sing out. But that's why common people like women be less. Alright, you know that one day. Each is giving up, me telling a farm fool with me. Hey, and the book of rules. Hey, and look when the rain is falling from the sky. I know the sun will be only missing for a while. Come on, people. I say common people like women be less for eternity. And each is giving a bag up like teachers. A shapeless mask and the book of rules. You know the spot, you know. Pam, pam, pam. Oh, pam, pam, pam. Pam, 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 pam. She still don't know the song. Pam, 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 pam. She don't gonna know so she hear it. Alright, alright. I say common people like women be less for eternity. And each is giving a bag of twos. A shapeless mask. What? And the book. I feel like taking off my shoes now. Take off my shoes now. I love shoes, you know. I have a whole closet of shoes, but after a while, I can't bother with them. They hurt foot. No farm, no food. And the prettier them is that the more they hurt your foot. And like me, I tell ladies, shoes burn you. Me wear my size lady, but me tell you, after a while, they burn your foot bottom. Get rid of them. Drop music. My boy lollipop, he makes my heart go giddy up. You're as sweet as candy. You're my sugar dandy. Oh, oh, my boy lollipop, never ever leave me. I, because it would grieve me. My heart told me so. Let me hear the girls sing this part, ladies. But I don't want you to know I need you right, I need you so, and I'll never let you go. Oh, my boy lollipop, you make my heart go giddy up. You set my world on fire. You're my one desire. My boy, stop, stop, stop. Don't hurt yourself, no. I love you, I love you so. But I don't want you to know. I need you, I need you so. I'll never let you. You love the lollipop. We're coming back to the rocksteady era. I love rocksteady music, you know, so I hope you do too. Remember this one? I would have given you all my heart, but there's someone who stole it apart. Can turn up the music a little bit? And it's taken almost all I've got. And if you wanna try to love, yeah, baby, you can't turn the key without love. No, no, I know you know it's saying the first is the baby, I know the first is the, but when it comes to being lucky, he's first. When it comes to loving me, he's worse. Yes, when it comes to being lucky, he's first. That's how I know the first cut is the deepest. The first cut is the deepest. Anybody from St. Catherine in here? All right, then you must be proud of Miss Phyllis Dillon from Linston, right? She said, win or lose, this is my game to play. Right or wrong, make mistakes. It's my own heart I break. I've got to find my way in life, myself alone. I only have one life. Hey, I only have one love to give. No matter what he is, he touches me and he makes me his. Oh yeah, now we're in love. Oh yeah, yeah. I only have one life to live, and I'm gonna live it. I only have one love to give, and I'm gonna give it. No matter what he is, he touches me and he makes me his. I know I'm his, and he is mine, my love. We have one more from the Queen of Rocksteady. Somebody say yeah. Ah. Oh, if you knew what, how, and how I want you, whoa, you wouldn't stay away. Yeah. Oh, if you knew you were my one thing, yeah, you set my soul on. Oh, oh, you wouldn't stay away. Oh, baby, yeah. Now, darling, I know you have found another girl. She treats you, you're getting, you know. Me know you're going. She's even more beautiful than I. But if you knew how my heart burns for you, and how I long for you, you wouldn't stay away. I told you before that Rocksteady is my favorite era. I love Rocksteady music, and I also love this group. Ladies and gentlemen, we featured them before, but it don't hurt to do. My favorite song from the Rocksteady era, and the favorite song from the Heptones. This is Rocksteady. This is Rocksteady. Watch it. Listen. Baby, be true, and that. Me say, me wish me could have pulled up the music. Me wish me can pull up the tune. Sing it, come on. Treat me right, and I love you day and night. I mean it, baby. Oh yes, I mean it, baby, baby. I give the word to you, baby, and I'll do what you want me to, baby. Sing out, I mean it, baby. Oh yeah, yeah, baby, baby, yeah. When you're down, I'll be around to guide you, baby. Oh yes, I mean it, baby, baby, yeah. When you're free, just call on me and I'll be there, baby. Oh yes, I mean it, baby, baby. I give the word to you, baby, and I'm gonna do what you want me to, baby. I mean it, baby. You know I mean it, baby. Oh yes, I mean it, baby. And the dance can't done till I wanna play. Dance can't done till I wanna play. Hey, now, now. You don't. Whoa, whoa. No, no, no. You don't love me, yes, I. Because you left me, baby. Jamaican music, yeah. We know for original. You know the solo? Sing the solo. Banana, 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 banana. No, no, no. No, no, no. I'll do anything you say, Lord. And if you ask me, baby, I get on my knees and pray. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. One more time, we're going to sing the solo figure out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We sing. Banana na na pa, banana na na, banana na na pa, banana na na.
Come on, let's hear it. Let's hear it for Jim. Let's hear it for Jim Myers. Come on, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. I
Do we-
can't get to sing my song. We can't sing one.
Oh, we're coming back to you. We're coming back to you. We're not done.
You're not done.
No. Put your hands together for her. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for her. Now I notice that some of you are reserving it for the last. And so I'm going to give you that opportunity shortly. Just want to remind you that the 8th session of conference will commence at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. We've got the team from the Ministry of Education that will be here. Of course, the minister will be here. Dr. Grace will be here. Dr. Casson Troop will be here. Ms. Adonia Chin, Senior Advisor to the HMOE, will be here. Ms. Colleen Brown, also a Senior Advisor, will be here. Mr. Kerry Brown, Director of Project Management and Technical Services, will also be here. It is important that you get some rest tonight. And it's important that you wake up early. It's important that you get to the breakfast area very early. And far more important is to get on the bus. Take it over to the conference center very early. Also want to remind you that you need to check out as soon as you're leaving for the conference center from the rooms here. All right, so that you don't have to talk about rushing back. And your luggage can be stored. So please bear those things in mind. The bus will start moving out at 8 a.m. Therefore, you have to make it to the breakfast area sooner than that to have your full course and to make your way over. The session tomorrow morning will also be streamed on our social media platform. Once again, if you have your pens and you didn't write them down before, it's YouTube at Jamaica Teachers Association, Facebook at Jamaica Teachers, and our website at www.jta.org.jm. Let me pause at this time to thank some persons who have helped us out this year in ensuring that we put this first booklet together. Put your hands together for Regional Officer Georgia War Richards. Also applaud for me Dr. Margaret Chin, our Professional Services Assistant Secretary General, and also our Deputy Dr. Charmaine Good-Monteith. Give her a big round of applause. And of course, you just clap for me too. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to big up a particular individual who doesn't know that her name is going to be called at this time, but I recognize that because of the logistics and the changes that have had to be made due to the COVID arena or environment in which we are performing this year, we have to big up. She's from right here, but she made her way all the time to ensure that we were okay. Please put your hands together and make welcome and applaud her for her effort, Cheryl Rowe. Right. She's one very warm individual, I would say, and she has been making sure that we are well taken care of, right? And right there, always there, we have any situations we call on her, and she makes the moves on our behalf. And so we thank her very much. Ladies and gentlemen, one more thing that I have to pass on to you. You got a handbook, and we're reminding you. There are numbers in there for the officers that have been given. Please ensure that if you have any challenges, whether here at the hotel, whether over by the conference center, pick up your phone, give us a call. Our phones are there, and we are willing to answer and assist you in whatever way is possible. And therefore, it is therefore my duty to call back to do the final thing. But your purpose in life, ladies and gentlemen, your most important thing, ability, just trying to get back to that first thing that I have here. It says, if you're planning for a year, sow rice. If you're planning for a decade, plant trees. If you're planning for a lifetime, educate people. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. Without commitment, you cannot have depth in anything. When you live for a strong purpose, then hard work isn't an option. It's a necessity. Your most important ability, ladies and gentlemen, is the ability to be willing to win and lose with the same level of enthusiasm. The mediocre teacher tells. The good teacher explains. The superior teacher demonstrates. The great teacher inspires. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. Your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it. And ladies and gentlemen, through hard work, perseverance, and a faith in God, you can live your dreams. It was my pleasure to have been your masters of ceremony for tonight. We thank you for being a great audience. And with that said, let's welcome back to entertain you. So you can put your pouches, your purses, your bags down on your seats. And you can stand for this one. You can dance for until Cheryl tells us to get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome once again our guests, our entertainer. And Charmaine has decided that she has to go down. She has to do what she does best. That is to dance. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night. The stream continues until our entertainer is done. Put your hands together one more time and make welcome Jem Myers.
To whom it may concern, every team on that chicken is a chicken say they love me to them heart and soul. And some of them I look big, some want me lover, someone take full control, but I can't take confusion, and moderation, exploitation, and intimidation. That is why I am a one-man girl, I am a one-man woman, I am a one-man girl, I am a one-man woman. So, well up your hand if you are one-man woman. Wave your hand if you have. Hey sir, no. No sir. No sir. I mean, what's going to happen now? Let's know what's going to happen. Make him enjoy himself. Hey. I say I'm one little guy who wants to get it. Send me round this every day. And him a phone me in the morning and check me in the evening. I keep telling him no, cause I can't take confusion. I'm under
Cause all me I tell them no, they not hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a fine and fantastic audience. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much.
Do you want more? Do you want more? More you want and more you'll get. And let me tell you that right after Jem Myers is done, all the recipients, aye, that is IPP. IPP Speed on mic. So Mr. Speed, come over to the middle here, sir. Come over to the middle until Jem comes back. Come over to the middle, Mr. Speed. So right after Jem does this last little bit from us, we're going to be inviting all the recipients to do a group photograph. As a matter of fact, I think we could do that now while she's planning. All right, so we have thrown something her way. So quickly, we have to do that in less than 5 minutes. She is doing some mix on that side. So we are going to keep that music in the background, keep it going until Jem comes on. We're doing a photograph for us, Jem. Rest a little bit. All right?
A couple more.
Okay. So we're doing that. And the music is in the background. And the recipients are lining up. Mr. President, you'll have to join them too. Mr. Jasper Gabriel, President. All right, so Jem is going to be doing her bit while we keep the pictures going. So she'll entertain the audience in the meantime. So when that is done, we'll be out of here. So when I get back on the microphone to speak, then you know it's going to be a done deal for the night. So, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a great night. We're lining up all those who have received their awards tonight. And we're doing a going to be doing a group picture. And for those of you who are watching via social media, we want to say thanks to you for joining us one more time. 2020, August.
Who's gonna hold and squeeze me tight?
Jem Myers for you one more time, ladies and gentlemen.
Now that he's gone out of my life, who's gonna make me feel the way he used to do? Yeah. Now that my love is over. Now that my love is over too. I'm all alone in the wilderness, searching to find some peace and rest. Although he wasn't the best man, but he poured happiness into my world. And now I'm a prisoner of loneliness. Said I'm a prisoner of loneliness. Oh yeah, what I am. It's what I am. Now whose voice is gonna free this time? Now that he's gone out of my life, who's gonna tell me lies and make me think they're true? Yeah. Now that my love is overdue. Now that my love is overdue. And I just don't know what to do. Yeah. When I give my love to you. La 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 la. Na 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 na. My love is overdue. One more before I go. You enjoying the music? Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure, man. One last one before we go. Marcia Griffith's music this time. Come, let us go to the land of love, where the love lights shine so bright above. We will be so happy and free. Come with me and you will see. We're gonna find that love is real by the feeling you feel. In that land where the people are free, life will be better for you and me. We will find true happiness here. Come with me and have no fear, and you're gonna find that love is real by the feeling you feel. It's real by the feeling you feel. Oh yeah. You have a good time, you know. Me know. Good music, man. Jamaican music. Nice. Sure. How you feel sit down? Good music. There's a land that I've heard so far across the sea. There's a land that I have heard about so far across the sea. We'll have you on my treatment would be like heaven to be. To have you on my dreamland would be like heaven to me. We live together on that dreamland, and we'll have so much fun. We'll live together on that dreamland, and we'll have so much fun. We'll have a breakfast from the tree. We'll get a honey from the bee. We will take a ride on the waterfall. We'll count the stars in the sky. Sing out now. And surely we'll never die. And surely we'll never die. Oh, what a time that will be. Oh, just to wait, wait, wait and see. And surely we'll never die. No, and surely we'll never die. Lord, what a time that will be. People, just to wait, wait, wait. Thank you so much again. Thank you so, so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, watch me now, watch me now. I'm still on camera, We're still streaming live. We're still streaming live, going to all the people who are across the world right now. Stay with me. Right this time, we just want to say to you that on the outside, the hotel has set up something very nice for all of you, those of you who want to party a little bit more. And they have branded the activity with the JTA logo. And therefore, we want to say to you, you can go on out and be part of it. But as we move through the evening, and we have our president with us, we're still on camera, we're still broadcasting live to the world. Give me a chance here, right? Mr. President, how would you say that things have been since we started on Sunday?
Well, it has been awesome, Mr. Nash. It has been a wonderful conference thus far, and tonight has been just splendid, and it's wonderful to celebrate with these wonderful volunteers who have given so much of their time and resources to the development of our nation.
And to those who are out there in watching us right now, what would you say to them? Are they really missing anything?
You're missing a whole lot indeed, and we implore you to get on board, support the Jamaica Teachers Association in whatever way that you can. Join up with our links online and just follow what we are doing, because we are about changing lives and impacting our nation for good.
Thank you very much. That was President Jasford Gabriel, and I make my way now. Yes, we're back on air. All right, so we're going to be inviting one of the recipients to come on over and speak with me at this time. One of them who received an award, right? She received the RC Tavares Award, Monique Williams. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome.
Good. Now, when you're told by your peers that you would have been receiving this award tonight, how did you feel?
I was very overwhelmed, but I was very confident that I would have received this award because of the work that I've done throughout the years.
What is classroom like now in this COVID compared to other times? What has it been like for you working so hard with our children?
It's a bit challenging, but very motivating, because you're getting to learn new things and explore. So it is just fulfilling as a teacher.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We want to speak with the Mr. JTA and Miss JTA as we wrap things up now. Mr. Jermaine Williams, come on camera one more time, sir. It's the first outing for you, acting in your position, having won on the 1st of August. How would you, how would you assess Conference 2020?
I must say that under the circumstances, we have been doing extremely well. Especially, yes, COVID is here, but we have been doing extremely well. All the participants have been following the guidelines, and the conference has been going exceptionally well. I'm really happy to be here.
And I'm sure I can't say to you that you're not looking forward, because I'm sure you're looking forward to operating within the sphere of acting out, Mr. JTA.
Oh, most definitely, definitely. Representing for all the teachers of Jamaica.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jermaine Williams, out of Westmoreland, Jamaica, and Miss JTA 2020, Donamar Waite. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
It was good having you.
Thank you, it was good being here. It's my first time.
At conference?
Yes.
And I'm sure you're hooked.
I am. I can't wait for next year.
Okay. Tell us about your winning of the inaugural competition of the JTA.
Well, for me, it was a great experience. The training that we received is something I know we can take out into our schools, something we can use to empower our fellow colleagues, to teach them how we can always do something extra, do something more other than quote-unquote teaching.
Wonderful. And so tonight was wonderful, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a great evening.
And the entertainer?
The entertainer wowed me.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Donna Mae.
Thank you.
So what's the plan, though?
You have to just stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a way for us to queue out of here at Conference 2020. We're here at the awards function, just ended. Tomorrow we head back to the conference center in Montego Bay, in which we'll be having the Ministry of Education coming to us to tell us about all those wonderful things that they're planning, especially for the reopening of school in this COVID pandemic era. My name is Leon Nash. It was indeed our pleasure hosting you. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.
Good night. Have a good night.
Boy, I struggle with the technology.